Serendipity.
Serendipity.
Serendipity. We are reacting to Jimin Serendipity.
Oh, and it has been brought to my attention that I use the word nigga a lot, and it gets some of you guys, uncomfortable. My question is, why are you uncomfortable? Is it because I'm saying a word that you can't say without repercussions? But my response to that is the classic, my people have been called nigger as a slight to me and my people, and I use nigga as a term of endearment. It's in my vocabulary as much as bro. I'm a proud nigga, and I have copious amounts of respect for myself. Just because I call myself a nigga because it's in my vocabulary and that's how I grew up, that does not mean that I don't respect myself. So we're gonna knock that out. We're gonna get that out the way right now. Okay. Also, if you aren't black, you don't have the right to speak on if a nigga says nigga. Well, you have the right, but I won't listen to you.
Don't tell me not to say the N-word. You can tell me not to say it as much, but don't tell me not to say the N-word, because then I'm gonna say it more. So that's just how it is. If you don't like it, you can go bye-bye. Sorry. I'll compromise enough to not say it as much, but you're not going to cut that shit out of my vocabulary. Something I did with that shit, nigga. Fuck out of here.
I do want to be professional. So, I should, lessen the use of nigga. I'm not going to completely get it out of my vocabulary. But I may make a little changes, because I do feel like I be saying nigga a lot. But that's besides the point. Serendipity. Jimin's going to teach us what serendipity means. I should look it up because
serendipity means what? Oh, it's good luck in finding valuable things unintentionally. It refers to a fairy tale characters who were always making discoveries through chance. Oh, is that like finding love and shit? I don't know. It may be. Maybe is. Maybe not. I don't know. But we're going to listen to Serendipity by Jimin. This is the music video when he was... This is the music video when he was a mummy. Oh, okay. You know what? I just lied to myself. I'm gonna watch this music video. Oh, that's that song! Oh shit! I didn't know. I didn't know this was that song. Oh shit. Oh. Oh. You were my penicillin. You saved me.
The funny thing is, tomorrow I'm reacting to a Jimin snatching men compilation. I might be in the next one, whole kill, because nigga, that run was OD.
You know what I'm saying? That shit was wild as fuck, bro. I'm your calico cat and I'm here to meet you, baby. Oh, I hit it! I hit that bitch. I love that part. Oh! Mummy Jimin. Mummy Jimin. Mummy Jimin. Off in that bucket, that money Jimin. You are my penicillin. I don't know what penicillin does. I don't use medicine. I feel like I could sing a Billie Eilish song, cause I got that airy part in my voice, or I guess right now it's a. I can do a Billie Eilish cover. I don't know. I might can. Hold on. What is it? I'm the bad guy. Duh. Ooh, I might do that shit. I don't know. I'm having discoveries mid-video. Now come to my side, becoming us. I don't want to let go. Hug me. Hold my hand, Mo. Hold my hand. Let me love you, baby. Let me love you. Let me love you. Let me love you, baby. Yeah. I like that song. As you can tell, I knew what that song was. I like that song. That's what the earth look like, nigga. It's like a song that I'm tucking myself in. This visual. When you see me, when you touch me. Just let me love you. 모든 감정을 징그렸어. Just let me love you. Second, let me love, second dog. Second. I feel like after watching this, I feel like I will have a dose of serendipity. I think that's what that means. I don't know, but let's go to the explained version. Serendipity, Love, Healing, and the Little Prince.
Serendipity is a BTS song that first appears as the intro of the album Love Yourself, Her, the first installment of the Love Yourself trilogy comprised of Her, Tear, and Answer. In this video, I would like to talk about the symbolism in the song and the music video.
Please.
The themes of love and healing, as well as the elements they have in common with The Little Prince, a book by French author Antoine de Saint-Exupéry, first published in 1943. I'm sure most of you remember this book from your childhood, but in case you're not familiar with it, I highly recommend you guys check it out before watching this video because it will contain spoilers.
It sounds like she has a lot of spit in her mouth.
This story begins with an aviator who crashes in the Saharan desert and meets the Little Prince, a boy with golden hair who has arrived on Earth after leaving his own planet. Before I even start to analyze all the similarities between the book and the concept behind the song and the video, I would like to point out two little details that are serendipitous as they come. Number 1, that Earth is the 7th planet the little prince visits, 7 being an obviously important number for the group, and number 2, that his adventure begins after leaving his home, an asteroid named B612, a date that surprisingly corresponds to the end of the boys' trainee days and the start of their adventure as BTS the following day. The music video begins with a shot from outer space that symbolizes the little prince's arrival on Earth, and the different sets used in the video closely recall the locations the little prince visits in his journey. The living room we see at the beginning is furnished, and it features little elements that suggest that he is on Earth. On the table, we see a cactus, a plant that is known for growing in hostile environments.
I want a
such as the
cactus.
desert, while the water recalls the scene in which the little prince looks for the well with the
If
water. On the left side of the screen,
sorry to cut you off. If I get a PO box, can y'all send me a cactus? I don't want to buy a cactus myself, because even though I could buy a cactus myself, forget what I just said. Fuck it.
we can also see an installation hanging from the ceiling. Its shape recalls the shape of a solar system, sign that the little prince is far from the stars. If the living room is a place that feels familiar to the viewer, the bedroom only features a chair and a mattress.
How you die in the living room, nigga?
Its own planet. Just like the asteroid, the room is essential, isolated and confined. Its only connection to the outside world is a window that faces the sky, the little prince's only way out. The difference between
like that
the
shot.
living room and the white room is also emphasized by the yellow ball, which is small and
The sun.
insignificant on Earth, but huge if put on the asteroid. The third room features a wooden floor and a window that occupies the entire wall from which we see the ocean. Now, at this point, I was a little taken aback by the presence of water, but then I remembered RM's lines in C, the hidden track that concludes the album Serendipity introduces.
I see ocean, I see desert, I see the world. Everything's the same thing, but a different name. It's life again.
The ocean Jimin sees is the desert the little prince lands in, a place of wonder and possibilities that is yet to explore, but also a place that is mysterious and dangerous in its own right. In the book, the little prince says that what makes the desert beautiful is that somewhere it hides a well. But the desert is also the home of the snake, an animal that is described as no thicker than a finger, but also more powerful than the finger of a king. But we'll come back to that later. The final set is space, a place that represents the little prince's journey from and to his home, where he dreams of the future and reminisces the past. In the video, space is seen as a beautiful landscape that represents the only comfort of the little prince. When he looks at it from the asteroid, the stars are a dream and a promise of future wonders. When he looks at it from Earth, he misses the stars because they remind him of what he loved. Before I move on to the themes, I would also like to point out the importance of color in the video. The neutral tones of the settings and the clothing are used to emphasize the contrast between blue and yellow.
I like
The real
this
protagonists of the video.
This piano cover.
The choice of colors is extremely important because they are used to visually portray the mood of the story and the themes the story wants to convey. Blue, for example, is often used as a symbol of peace, tranquility, and calm. As viewers, we associate it with the vastness of the sky and the ocean, but because of that, it can also be used to represent the overwhelming quality of sadness and depression. On a side note, I find it very interesting that Jimin's character in the overall narrative is often associated with water, which
I find it very weird how blue is represented as peace, but also sadness and depression. As if you can find peace in sadness and depression. I find that very interesting.
the blue element.
Huh.
Because of its fluidity, water is often used as a symbolic liminal space.
Be like
a
water.
threshold that connects here and there, past and present, life and death.
Be like
Because
water.
of its unstable
Just
nature,
flow.
water is also used to express the state of mind of the characters that are usually associated with it. Now, Serendipity is a very sweet song, a song about love, about healing, so water is not portrayed as an hostile force. But in other instances, we see that Jimin is either surrounded by or immersed in water.
'Cause he's like
visually
water.
expressing his difficulty in overcoming the troubles that
Like water.
quite literally are drowning him. The color yellow, on the other hand, has even deeper symbolic connotations. Yellow reminds us of the little prince, who comes from the stars and has golden hair. It is the color of the desert, and it is generally used to signify joy, relaxation, and optimism. When utilized in a more negative light, however, it is often used to represent
Pee.
madness and deceit.
Piss.
While the atmosphere of the music video is
What was that?
calm
What
and
was that for?
peaceful, if we consider it in the context of the BTS expanded universe, it is not entirely out of the realm of possibility to think that the reality we see is only in Jimin's mind, and that it is actually a refuge of sorts where he finds comfort and solace. While The Little Prince is usually considered a children's book, its content, using the words of the author himself, is not to be taken lightly. The Little Prince is essentially a story about love and loss, discovery and healing. It's about the joy of finding a true friend you can rely on, the importance of cherishing those you love while understanding their needs, the sadness of losing a loved one, and the healing
Her
power
voice is
of
so
music
calming.
as a medium to overcome your sorrow. In the book, the Little Prince meets many characters.
She'd be a
throughout
great
his journey.
narrator for an
And
audiobook.
In this video, I like
Shit.
to focus on 4 in particular, which I think are referenced in some form or another in Serendipity.
But I think her mouth is too close to the mic.
The rose, the fox, the snake, and the aviator. In the first chapters of the book, we discover that the Little Prince left a rose on his asteroid. This rose is not just a rose, but his rose, and in the story she is the symbol of love. The flower is beautiful and pure, but also vain and demanding, because the Little Prince is too young to understand her needs, and the rose too proud to tell him how much she loves him. It is only when the Little Prince leaves that he understands how much she means to him. When he lands on Earth, the Little Prince finds a garden full of roses that look exactly like the one he left at home, but he realizes that they can never be like her, because, as the fox tells him, it is the time you have wasted on your rose that makes your rose so important. In Serendipity, Jimin sings, "When you called me, I became your flower." Here Jimin puts himself in the role of the rose, who grew beautifully because of the attention you gave him. Since you called him, he became yours, just like the rose became the Little Princess rose because of the time he dedicated to her. Jimin is not just a flower, but your flower, and this was not a matter of chance.
I'm more than a
Later on,
flower. I'm
since
your flower.
The universe has moved for us, and our happiness was meant to be, because you love me and I love you. No matter how or when you came across BTS, the message here is that the love you feel towards each other is something that was meant to be. Coincidence that turns into destiny. Serendipity. A few minutes ago, I said that in the music video, water is not depicted as a threat, but as something Jimin looks at from afar while he sits in a protected environment. The underlying idea of this is that his worries are far away when he is with you, with Army, because you are his blue mold, his angel, and his world. You are the cure to his sadness, what makes his pain go away, and in return he is your calico cat, which brings us to the Little Princess Fox. In the book, the little prince meets the fox and the fox asks him to tame him. The theme of domestication here is important because the relationship between the little prince and the fox is ultimately based on habit and mutual trust. If the little prince tames the fox won't hurt him because it will become his fox. If the little prince comes back every day for the fox on the other end, if he's there for him like he promised he would, their friendship will last forever and will bring happiness to both of them. In Serendipity, the fox is replaced by the calico cat, a symbol of domesticity and rebirth. Here's what Jimin has to say about it.
I hate cats. I just want to let it be known, I don't like cats. I also feel like I act like a cat when it comes to people, but I don't like cats. Does that mean I hate myself? Huh. I don't know.
Jimin is special to Army because of the relationship you build and the bond you share, which is something that cannot be affected by distance. This leads us to the snake. In the book, the snake is depicted as something that is both bad and good. It is the symbol of death, a dangerous creature whose venom kills whoever it bites. But it is thanks to him that the little prince is able to go back home. In the music video, there isn't a snake, but there is a cactus, a plant whose
Grab it with your full fist.
the bite of the snake.
I want a cactus because I want to grab it with my full fucking
Just
fist
like
when I get
in the
mad.
book, Jimin willingly hurts himself in order to go back to his asteroid, but his pain is worth it because only through sacrifice he is able to be with those he loves. In a way, this may be seen as a callback to the hardships BTS went through in order to get to where they are now, and in a way, to get to Army. A little pain is essential to reach the stars, but it's okay, because you are the cure they've been looking for all along, and even the idea of you makes them smile. When we see Jimin in the White Room, back on his home planet, he is alone, but he doesn't look sad because he's thinking about you. True friendship and love bring comfort no matter the distance, and so Jimin is comforted by the mere thought of those he loves, which is Army, both his rose and his aviator. The relationship between the little prince and the aviator is wholesome and healthy because their friendship is based on mutual affection without any alternative motives. They don't expect anything from one another because they already give each other what they truly need, a friend. When the little prince leaves, the aviator is heartbroken, but the little prince comforts him like this. You, he says, you alone will have the stars as no one else has them. In one of them I shall be living, in one of them I shall be laughing, and so it will be as if all the stars were laughing. When you look at the sky at night, you, only you, will have stars that can laugh. The distance that separates the little prince and the aviator does not affect the love they feel towards each other, because the memory of the time they spent together will be forever with them. When sad times come, memory will bring you close to those you miss and heal the pain you feel. Ultimately, Jimin's Serendipity is a love letter to Army. In the eyes of the members, armies are the rose that the little prince loved so much, a path that leads them to healing and the real home they always look forward to coming back to. BTS can be your flowers, people that grew beautiful because you loved and nurtured them into success. They can be your little prince, that will always be there for you and make the stars laugh for you. They can be your calico cat, someone who waits for you to come home.
I didn't know cats do that.
To the sadness that gets you from time to time. But the best thing is, you are all of those things for them too. The lyrics and the music video in a way make the roles interchangeable because the feelings you have towards each other are mutual. You love them and they love you. So just remember, love yourself and be kind.
Pretty much.
And once in a while, go outside and say hello to the little prince. So that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you like this content or you have any requests for future videos, please let me know in the comments down below. If you have time, please think about liking and subscribing, but if you don't, that's okay too. See you next time. Bye bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That was very what was I about to say? That was very, like, her voice was very calming. Like, very fucking calming. Like, to the point where I could, like, sleep with her talking to me. I don't like when voices are that calming. You know? That's one of the reasons why I don't read. Because my reading voice is boring. But this isn't boring. It was just calming. But regardless, nigga, this is a good song. Nigga, fuck. You know what I'm saying? This is a good song. And I appreciate actually, you know what I'm saying? The music video really be making songs better. I say this every time I watch a music video, but music videos make me like songs better. Serendipity. I don't know. I don't want to use that in a sentence because no. But if y'all enjoyed this, please leave a like down below, subscribe if you're new, and turn on my post notifications, and tell your friends about me. Serendipity. Feelings are one hell of a drug, fool. And that's all I'm going to say to that. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for everything. I'll see you guys in the next video. Y'all be easy, alright? I love you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to be waiting in the comments for y'all to tell me that this was a bad video. Even though I don't think it was a bad video, but fuck it.